Good evening, everyone. My name is Jason Delaune, and as mentioned, I work for Hitachi Data Systems. And today we're going to talk about our partnership with SUSE and why we feel that when we work together, we have the preferred platform for your SAP solution. Okay. So let me start by quickly talking about digital transformation. Right? You heard the buzzword bingo this morning with Bill and Michael on stage, and we actually did a survey recently of several hundred CIOs around the globe, and of the respondents, 51% said that over the next 2 years, their top strategic priority is to invest in new technologies to enable digitization as their main investment, right? And so since we're at SAP Sapphire and we're talking about SAP solutions, you can think about SAP HANA, you can think about S/4HANA, BW for HANA as those new technologies that will enable your digital transformation for the future. Okay? And at Hitachi, we're powered to run the digital enterprise. And we do that by using our proven strategy and product portfolio to take even the world's largest, most complex organizations and accelerate their digital transformation. And we do that by designing a secure and integrated platform that can manage, govern, mobilize, and analyze your data to help you uncover insights to lead to better business outcomes. And at Hitachi, we have over 6,000 people that are dedicated to working on this digital transformation. Not just in the SAP space, but in all the product portfolio space that's out there. Think about Oracle and VMware and hyper-converged, converged infrastructure, things like that. Our proven portfolio has won numerous industry awards. Cloud, we can talk about on-premise deployments, cloud deployments, and we can talk about hybrid deployments, and we'll get into more of that in a little bit. And finally, we wrap up with services. Okay, we have a big catalog to help you as much as you need or as little as you need to accelerate that digital transformation. So what we're going to do is first we're going to kind of take you through these last three topics a little bit more that Hitachi offers. And so the first one is our proven portfolio. Our portfolio is based upon our converged infrastructure, which we call our Unified Compute Platform, UCP. And with our UCP platform, from the compute standpoint, we can scale from a 2-socket server all the way up to a 16-socket server, which provides an SAP solution capable of delivering 128 gigs of memory all the way up to 16 terabytes of memory in a scale-up environment. This solution can be either rack mount or blade-based. In terms of scale-out compute, we're certified by SAP to do a 56 active node configuration. So for those large SAP BW type environments, right, that have a high analytical need, we can scale out to 56 active nodes, which provides up to 224 terabytes of active memory in HANA. If you need to go smaller, or if you're in a hosted model, right, we can do sub-socket solutions using VMware, okay? And finally, everything that we deploy is based on the latest technology from Intel. Looking at the storage side of things of the converged platform, we have the industry's leading #1 storage platform available. We offer both hybrid and all-flash arrays that offer the best performance in the industry, and that's based on a price per performance industry. Here lately, we just got certification for our all-flash array, our F1500, which you kind of see down represented in the bottom right. That is now certified to do up to 128 active HANA nodes on a single array. All right, that's the largest available today. All of our arrays feature such enterprise support options as storage replication, snapshots, and encryption to enable data availability, right? And part of that data availability is using the SUSE HAE product, their high availability extension, to do clustering to protect your data availability. And we're also the only vendor out there from our storage side that can offer 100% data availability, and that's on the vast majority of our arrays. Some additional solutions that we offer outside of our converged platform is an SAP archiving solution that's built upon our Hitachi content platform, or what we call HCP. This helps, obviously, with your data governance and management. It helps reduce the amount of data that is maintained within HANA, keeps your system smaller, keeps your performance, or increases your performance, and keeps the cost low. It's built upon our industry-leading object store, HCP, and then we work with partners like Dolphin to deliver the archiving services to enable your data savings. How many of you do system copies? Yeah, pretty much every organization out there at one point will refresh production or refresh a QA or sandbox system from production. And using our Hitachi Data Instance Director software, which we refer to as HDID, we're enabled on our storage platform with partners from like Labelle that provide software. We can do complete end-to-end automation. So you can go through and you can create a workflow and you can schedule it. Right? We have a customer that has to do a refresh of SAP HANA environment every week. Can you imagine having to do a system copy weekly? Well, they do. And so we are able to develop a solution like this that goes through and they can push a button and they can schedule it, and at the end of that weekend, their system's refreshed. And there's not a lot of manual involvement need there. On the SUSE side, right, we work to sell the SUSE Manager product, right? Security is a huge concern for many organizations out there today, and using the SUSE Manager product, it facilitates compliance, all right? It provides that interface that allows you to do the routine, automated monthly security patching using the dedicated patch repository for SLES for SAP. As we talk about our cloud offering, right, we have the ability to deploy both in a private cloud, on or off premise. We can use a public cloud, or we have the ability to do a hybrid cloud offering, okay, whether you want to deploy most of your production environment in your own data center and then use maybe your DR site in the cloud in some form or fashion. What this allows you to do is provide a secure, flexible design, okay, so you don't have to sacrifice any type of elastic pay-as-you-go consumption-based model that you would get in a public scenario that you would in a private scenario. And at Hitachi, we believe that you can achieve the greatest flexibility, best-in-class performance, and lowest TCO if you deploy your cloud solutions using Oxia. And so talk about Oxia a little bit. Oxia is a company, they're a French company that Hitachi acquired in 2015. There's about 700 plus employees worldwide, and about, I guess, 95% of them are technical. Okay, they're like SAP basis type skill set. And what Oxia does is they provide management and monitoring at all layers of your SAP environment. Okay, so everything from the SAP application layer all the way down to the operating system, the HANA database, the virtualization layer if there's one involved, all the way through the infrastructure. And so what you get is you get a dedicated team from Oxia, usually about 4 to 8 individuals, and that you know these individuals. You know their cell phone number, you know their email addresses. They're basically an extension of your team that you can pick up the phone and call them to help provide whatever technical support you need to maintain your environment. They also do hosting and infrastructure, so they can host it either within your data center or theirs, and you can choose to purchase the infrastructure, or Oxia can own it as well. And so what you get is 24/7 monitoring of this solution. Okay, all of their resources are onshore here in the U.S., and they have an office in New Jersey and then Denver, with data centers in New Jersey and in California, and their worldwide 24/7 monitoring team is based in Montreal. So the value that you get with Oxia is that you get the hosting infrastructure, you have the SAP expertise. They're SAP experts. This is all they focus on, right? You have the all-inclusive service, and you get fixed fees with your rates. There's no hidden charges with Oxia, all right? You have the dedicated team, the 24/7 monitoring. We already mentioned no hidden cost, and they also are now HANA Enterprise Cloud certified. To kind of tie all this together, we offer a wide range of services, okay? And we kind of group our services into these 4 categories: infrastructure, availability, a custom service, and then an assessment service. And again, this can be as much as you want to utilize, or it can be as little as you want to utilize. But basically, the infrastructure service is designed to get you up and running with the infrastructure, whether it's the SAP application layer and or the SAP HANA layer, or whatever database of choice you have. Availability refers to high availability, disaster recovery, backup and disaster recovery and backup and recovery environments. Custom services can be things such as you need somebody to do OS patching, or you need some type of implementation for SUSE Manager, right? We can offer those services for you. And then assessments is where we can kind of come in, look at your environment, help you determine where you can make better use of your resources, what are your shortcomings, and how can we assist. So if we look at an example, this is Spar. This is a Dutch company. They're a retail company that has over, I think it's 12,000 plus stores in over 40 plus countries. So they're headquartered in Amsterdam. And they had a lot of challenges, right? So you had probably many of the same challenges that you face in your organization today. A lot of legacy applications that required modernization and upgrades. They had many different vendors, so you had data residing on different systems. They have very complex data structure. And they weren't able to provide a customer personalized web experience. So what happened with that is net, they don't have the foundation they need to implement the strategic business outcomes, okay, or to derive the business outcomes. So how did we help? I'm gonna go ahead and build this out. So we provided the infrastructure. Again, this was our UCP platform, so this is our converged infrastructure with our storage. We gave them software defined using VMware. It enabled an automated catalog for their SAP HANA environment using VMware. We worked with our partners to do our services through our own internal GSS organization, as well as, in this case, Axians. And then Axians ends up managing the delivery of that catalog, and they get a turnkey private cloud model. So in the end, when you look at their digital transformation story, from an operational standpoint, now they consolidate their multiple vendor environment, right, down to a single vendor. We give them the foundation for digital transformation in the SAP space using HANA, right, that is more modernized and faster performance. Allows them to do predictive analytics for better forecasting. With that, now they can implement new business models. They have the business intelligence capabilities now to look at the data and realize where can we expand and where can we grow, where do we need to maybe hold off. It gives them the new the IT style faster rollouts by using that automated catalog. So now they don't have to wait, they can go through and quickly deploy systems as they need them instead of having to wait for long procurement times for hardware. On the customer experience side, now the analysis can drive personalized price optimizations and promotions. They can analyze receipts to show product trends and what customers are buying, what their customer buying habits are, and maybe offer flash sales. Or if they don't have product moving, maybe they can discount it sooner rather than wait later and taking the hit on inventory at the end of their fiscal year. So now I'm just going to turn it over quickly. Any questions that anybody may have, be happy to answer them. Okay. If not, you're more than welcome to come back and follow up with me offline. My counterpart Jason Whitfield, there's his email address. If you want to reach out to him directly, his email, SUSE, you can reach out to James, who's right here in the audience. If you have any questions and you want to learn more information, here's our website and SUSE's website, and then we also have a community site where you can go out there, ask questions, and this site's monitored by SAP experts that can give you questions about HANA, about SAP in general, whether it's S for HANA, BW for HANA, whether it's an infrastructure question, if you have cloud questions around Oxy or anything like that. So thank you for your time. And yes, question. Yeah. So the question was, we had a customer that has a business requirement to refresh HANA on a weekly basis. So they have their production system that's in one data center. They have a non-production system in a separate data center, and they needed to refresh it. And they have basically the weekend to do it. And so how long did it take? How big was that system, right? The system size itself was, I believe it's a 6+1 scale out system, 2 terabyte nodes, so about 12 terabytes of active memory. The plan was to take a backup at the beginning of the week, a full backup, and then kind of do incremental backups over time, and then take one last one, right? Just because their backup window is kind of tight, we're working with them on that. And then we can basically work through the process. The process that we have to basically do the full system copy is we're trying to get them to implement snapshots, right? So now you can take the full snapshot, replicate it over, and once it's up, then we use the software from Labelle to run through the system copy process, okay? And so that all can be done. The snapshot itself takes minutes, right? And that can be fully automated or it can be manually created. The Hitachi Data Instance Director software that we offered will take care of that for you. It's basically a workflow engine that you go through and you configure. And so, yeah, it can be implemented in over the weekend.